Every morning, Emma works at a small cafe. She serves tea, coffee, and sandwiches. In the afternoon, she studies English. She watches videos. She writes new words in her notebook. She practices speaking. But Emma still feels afraid. She is afraid because of money. She does not have much. She wants to join an online English course, but it costs money. She needs to pay for food, rent, and internet. She thinks, maybe I should wait. Maybe I can learn later. One day, something happens. Emma is working at the cafe. She hears two people talking. One man says, "Money is not just paper. Money is energy." Emma hears this sentence and feels something new. She does not understand fully. But the sentence stays in her mind all day. That night, she writes in her notebook, "Money is not just about numbers. It can help me grow. It can help me learn." Emma starts to think differently. Before, she thought money was only for bills. Now, she sees money as a tool. It is something to help her build her future. She does not spend money on clothes or things she does not need. She decides to save some money and use the rest to grow. Emma signs up for a short pronunciation course online. It is not free, but it is helpful. She also buys a small English book. She tells herself, this is not a waste, this is an investment. She feels proud. She is building her skills. She is moving forward. Emma has a friend named Linda. Linda is also from Brazil. Linda wants to speak English too. But Linda is afraid to spend money. She watches only free videos. She says, courses are too expensive. I will wait. 6 months pass. Linda still feels nervous when speaking. She still makes many mistakes. She does not practice much. Emma is different now. She speaks more clearly. She practices with other students online. She joins a free language group. She is not perfect, but she is better. One day, she starts teaching simple English to children in Brazil. She teaches online from her small room in Lake Hill. She earns a little money. It is not much, but it gives her hope. Emma learns something important. She learns that money is not the goal. The goal is growth. She says, money helped me buy a course. The course helped me speak better. Speaking better helped me find work. Step by step, her life changes. She also learns to ask a question. Does this help me grow? If the answer is yes, she says yes to the choice. If the answer is no, she waits. Emma now feels stronger. She feels like she can build something better. She is not rich, but she is learning. She is using money in a smart way. Emma writes one more sentence in her notebook. Money is like a seed. If you use it with care, it will grow into something beautiful. Emma is not afraid anymore. She knows she still has a long journey, but now she believes in herself. She believes in the power of small steps. And she believes that when you use money with purpose, your whole life can change. This is the beginning of Emma's story, and maybe it can be the beginning of yours too. One morning, Emma was working at the cafe in Lake Hill. The sun was shining and the air felt fresh. She was serving coffee and tea like every day. A new customer came in. He was an older man. He wore a blue jacket and carried a small leather notebook. He looked kind and calm. Emma smiled and gave him a cup of green tea. He sat near the window. The man started to talk to Emma. His name was Mr. Oliver. He was a retired businessman. He lived in Lake Hill now, but he had traveled to many countries. Emma liked talking to him. She told him about her dream to speak English fluently. She told him that she wanted to help other people, maybe become a teacher one day. Mr. Oliver listened carefully. Then he said something that surprised Emma. He said, "Success is not about money. It's about your mindset." Emma looked at him. "Mindset?" she asked. Mr. Oliver smiled. "Yes," he said. "Mindset is how you think. Some people think small. They wait. They feel afraid. They say, I cannot do it. But some people think big. They try. They learn. They keep going, even when life is hard." That night, Emma wrote in her notebook, My thoughts can shape my future. My mindset matters. She started to look at her daily habits. Before, she watched funny videos online every night. Now, she used that time to practice English. She watched TED Talks with subtitles. She repeated sentences out loud. She listened carefully and learned new words. She even started to speak in front of the mirror. Emma wanted to speak more with other people. She joined a free speaking club at the local library. At first, she was shy. Her hands shook, but the people were friendly. They smiled and said, "It's okay, we are all learning." Emma felt safe. She started to enjoy talking with others. She made new friends from India, Japan, Nigeria, and Spain. They all had different stories, but they shared one goal: to speak better English. Emma also remembered something else Mr. Oliver said. He told her about the 1% rule. He said, if you improve just 1% every day, after 1 year you will be 37 times better. Emma liked that idea. It made her feel strong. She didn't need to be perfect today. She only needed to grow a little each day. Her friend Linda still studied alone. Linda said, "I'll speak when I'm ready." But she never felt ready. She stayed quiet and nervous. Emma felt sad for her. She wanted to help, but she knew that Linda had to change her own mindset too. Emma continued to grow. One day, she met a boy named Leo. He lived near her. He wanted to learn English, but his family had no money for classes. Emma offered to teach him for free. She met with Leo 2 times a week. She taught him simple words, songs, and stories. At first, it was hard, but Emma learned too. She learned how to explain ideas. She learned to speak slowly and clearly. Teaching Leo helped Emma feel more confident. She realized that helping others also helped her. She felt more sure of her voice. She believed in herself more each day. She began to say something new to herself each morning. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be better than yesterday. That was Emma's new mindset. It was simple but powerful. She no longer said, maybe later. Now she said, why not today? She no longer feared mistakes. Now she said, every mistake is a lesson. Emma changed her life by changing her thoughts. She didn't wait for the perfect time. She created it. She didn't wait for someone to help her. She helped herself and others too. This was Emma's wake-up call, and it can be yours too. Your mind is powerful. The way you think can change everything. Believe in small steps. Believe in learning. Believe in yourself. A year passed. Emma was no longer the same girl who felt shy and afraid. She had changed. She was more confident. She could speak English better. She had started teaching online. She had helped a boy named Leo. She had even earned some money. But Emma wanted to do more. She looked at her life and asked herself a big question. What is the next step? One morning, she sat by the window in her small room in Lake Hill. The sun was rising. The air felt cool. Birds were singing outside. Emma made a decision. It was a big one. She decided to leave her job at the cafe. She wanted to start her own small business. She wanted to teach English to students in Brazil online full-time. She was nervous. She did not know everything. But she remembered something Mr. Oliver once told her. He said, you don't have to do everything yourself. Use help. Use systems. Think smart. Emma followed this advice. She used part of her savings to hire a designer to make a logo. She found a freelancer to help edit her lesson videos. She used a free website builder to create her own teaching page. She focused on what she did best, teaching and helping others. In the beginning, only 3 students joined her online class. But that was okay. She kept going. She made her lessons better each week. She asked her students for feedback. She made changes. After 1 month, 5 more students joined. After 3 months, she had 12 students. She smiled. She was building something real. Emma now made more money than she did at the cafe. But more than that, she had freedom. She could choose when to work. She could teach from her home, from the park, or even from a different city. She sent money back to her mom in Brazil. She saved for the future. She felt proud. She did not buy expensive clothes or new phones. She remembered her rule: use money to grow, not to show. She bought better internet, new books, and online courses. She learned how to manage her money. She started a small budget. She wrote down all her expenses and savings. She also began to teach her students how to plan their money using simple English. Her students loved it. Every Friday, Emma created a special class called English and Life. In that class, she taught words about goals, success, and confidence. But she also shared real lessons: how to stay calm, how to be patient, and how to dream bigger. One of her students asked, "Teacher Emma, how did you become like this?" Emma smiled and answered, "I used to be afraid just like you, but I started with one small step, then another. I didn't wait, I acted." She ended every class with the same sentence: use English to open doors. Use money to build your dream. Believe in yourself. Emma had built more than a business. She had built a new life. She had built a new way of thinking. And now she was helping others do the same. She looked back at her journey. She remembered the day she first heard those words: money is not just paper. Money is energy. Now she understood. Money helped her buy a course. That course helped her learn. Learning helped her teach. Teaching helped her grow. And growing helped her create freedom. Emma was not just rich in money. She was rich in meaning, rich in confidence, rich in love and purpose. And the best part was this: she did not do it all alone. She used tools. She asked for help. She stayed focused. She worked with heart. This is how Emma built her wealth. And this is how she built her life. You can do it too. Start small. Think big. And keep going. Your future is waiting. Emma's journey started with fear and ended with freedom. She came to Lake Hill with a dream. She wanted to speak English. She wanted to build a better life, but she didn't have much. She was afraid of money. She didn't feel confident. Then, something changed. She heard one sentence that opened her eyes: money is not just paper, money is energy. That moment helped her think in a new way. She began to see money as a tool, not a problem. She stopped spending on things she didn't need. Instead, she started investing in herself. She bought a small course. She joined speaking clubs. She practiced every day. She also met Mr. Oliver, who taught her the most powerful lesson: success starts with your mindset. Emma stopped waiting for the perfect time. She started doing. She took one small step, and then another. Over time, her confidence grew. She even began helping others. She taught a young boy named Leo. She started her own small business online. She didn't try to do everything alone. She asked for help. She built a system. And little by little, she made more money and created more freedom. She taught English. But more than that, she taught people how to believe in themselves. Emma's story is not just about English or money. It's about believing in small beginnings. It's about using what you have, where you are, and starting now. So what can you learn from Emma? You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to wait. You just need to believe. Take small steps. Build your skills. Use your time and money to grow, not just to survive. And most importantly, never stop learning. Congratulations. You have just improved your English by listening to this full story. You have trained your ear, your heart, and your mind. If you enjoyed this story and it helped you learn English, please subscribe to our channel. That will help us create more good stories just for you. You can also support this channel by donating if you feel this content is helpful. We do this for free to help people like you improve your English. Your support gives us the energy to continue. Thank you for learning with us. We believe in you. See you in the next lesson.